So we are starting the morning really early because we're going to go find ourselves a hot spring.
Oh my gosh.
You can't really see. It looks so much brighter on the camera, but it's really dark.
If you know us from Instagram, we love us a hot spring. And over here, I don't know if you can see it yet, there's a waterfall. But right next to the waterfall is a hot spring that comes out, and then people have made kind of like a pool out of rocks and stuff. So we don't know what it looks like yet, but we'll see it when we get down there and see what it looks like. So there is the waterfall. You can get a pretty good view of it now. Somewhere over here is supposed to be the hot spring. Again, we've only seen pictures of it online, and it moves around from where people have actually made the little pool. So we don't know where we're getting into or where it is. So we made it down to the waterfalls, but we have a dilemma, and I'll show you. I don't know if you can tell, there is steam. This little waterfall right here is the hot spring coming out of the natural hot spring coming out of the wall. But if you can't tell, there's a freezing cold river in between us and that hot spring. So we're now trying to find the best way to get over, because it's like 32 degrees here and we each have shoes on and stuff. We're not too far from the van. It's up there somewhere. It's like right there. So it's not too far of a run to go if we absolutely get soaking wet to get over there. But we don't have a heater in the van right now. So it's still cold in the van too. So let's find us a way across. Ash is going for it. She lost the shoe. She got it though. She made it. And the mad dash to one of the springs to warm up. Ashley is making the trek back across. This is her second attempt. She fell once and had to go back to the hot spring to re-warm up. So Ashley is making her way back across. I don't know where she's going. This is a new path. If any of y'all know mountain water, it's September. It's like 35 degrees outside right now. This water is not warm by any means. Ashley's a true trooper for being able to handle that. And a freaking bathing suit, nonetheless. Let me go. I have her socks. Let me go meet her so she can get her socks on and hopefully not get hypothermia in her toes. I think I have really poor circulation in my feet and hands and ears. I know it's thin skin, but those are the only parts of my body that ever get cold. Congratulations, Ash. you did something I wasn't able to. No, let go. This is...
Oh, this one's just gonna walk out in front. You look at you like, which gonna do it? Now that we're both kind of warmed back up, we're heading to the national park. We think we're going to go to the Grand Tetons first. Hopefully we're going to see, and then we're going to head to Yellowstone.
We are in Grand Teton National Park. No, I don't have my mask. Gotta grab my mask. We're headed to the visitor center right now, and then we're gonna drive through. After this, we are headed to Yellowstone National Park, which is about 50 miles away. So we're excited, a full day of wildlife viewing and being outdoorsy. And look at these views. This park is absolutely amazing so far. Just to drive in has been pretty awesome. So I'm excited to see. And they have a really, really nice looking visitor center. So COVID strikes again. The Grand Teton Visitor Center is closed, so we can't see anything. But we can kind of get a sneak peek of what it would look like if it were open. But they have barriers up. So we're gonna go to the gift shop and look around a little bit here for what we can see.
A lot of cars at this lookout.
What is this?
Pretty sure it's a lookout. Maybe it's a trailhead since there's so many like cars going. Yeah, trailhead.
So we are at the Teton Glacier Turnout. You can see the glacier way up there. There's one over there, and then there's one there. There are a lot of turnouts here at Teton, which is nice. Ashley's all ready for some photos for her Instagram. Oh, everyone's leaving. So some of the trailheads for, I don't know if you can see me with the sun behind me, but some of the trailheads for hiking are packed right now. She's going back to get the big camera. And so much so that the overflow is going onto the road. We're gonna try to hike a trail, at least one here at Teton before going to Yellowstone, before the day is up. But we don't want to go to one that's super busy. We're still being very safe with COVID and everything. We're not wearing our mask. We have them with us. We will if people come near us, just to be respectful of others. but we're just enjoying the views and whatnot right now. So I'll leave y'all with the glacier.
So we're at the Jenny Lake Visitor Center, and holy moly, there's a lot of people here, parked everywhere.
This lake in this view is pretty awesome. The water's super clear. Ooh, I'm coming up hiking. Ooh, falling, about to fall. Look how clear this water is. If it was warm right now, I'd go swimming. But it is a little bit too cold to go swimming, as you saw earlier from the hot springs. This lake water, very cold, very cold.
Has gone to take a picture of the van in front of the park sign. Grand Tetons was very beautiful, but I love the national parks for a lot of their wildlife, and we didn't see hardly any wildlife here. We did see, well, he's so nervous. He wants to take camera. Hold on, pause for him. Take a picture without a camera.
Nope.
We saw deer when we came in, and a chipmunk, and that was about it. I was hoping to see a moose, maybe at the next park. Even a black bear. Nothing yet. Not even 10 miles down the road, and we made it to Yellowstone.
So Ashley and I just came in the south entrance to Yellowstone. We stopped at one of the first pull-offs just to, I think we're gonna grab a quick nap just because we're tired. We had a very, very early morning at the hot spring. This is the same day. And then after this, we're gonna drive the park a little more. We're gonna go to Old Faithful and then figure out our plan from there. We only, unfortunately, have this afternoon in the park. Ashley and I have to head back to Charlotte. It's Saturday today and we have to be in Charlotte on Tuesday. So we are gonna be leaving the park this afternoon and then heading, well, tonight, sunset, and then heading back east. So massive turn of events for our video and our trip. We're losing essentially almost a whole week of travel, but things have happened that we have to head home. Nothing bad, just things, technology. Technology's not great sometimes.
So we stopped at our first stop at Yellowstone, and we had to go see Old Faithful. and we're sharing it with half the earth today.
It's not even a holiday weekend or anything. I could not imagine this park on like one of the free national park days. This place would be crazy. I do think we're gonna go to the lodge behind us and grab a bite to eat because the food on the menu actually looks pretty good. Awesome.
It's pretty close to what you had in the hot tub the other day.
Oh my god.
Last girl.
So we're on the hike, the boardwalk, on the other side of Old Faithful.
Last stop in Yellowstone. We're at the Mammoth Hot Spring, so we're at the lower part of it. It's also getting darker, so we saw some elk, a fox,
Some geese,
some geese.
not too much.
Hopefully we see more when we're leaving the park though.
Yeah, during the day, zero wildlife we saw, besides crows and a couple ravens. But
And
as
chipmunks.
Ashley said, now that it's getting dusk, they're coming out the feed. So we saw a couple herds of elk and stuff. So we're hoping to see some more. Maybe a grizzly bear, maybe a moose before we leave. Otherwise, we got to come back, you know? I mean, I think that we want to come back out in spring and then go over to Oregon and stuff. And then definitely up to Montana, the Glacier, because we missed it this round. So if we do that, we'll probably definitely be stopping through here again and spending at least a couple days here.
It's just
Because half a day or so is not enough for Yellowstone. females.
Don't run the people over.
I'm not.
The Roosevelt Arch. Can you climb? It's a little person.